I know that you and I both like a lot of the same uh, artists and guitarists, but when you first started playing, who were some of the people that made you go, "Oh man, yeah, I want to play guitar"?
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. I mean, I was lucky. I grew up around the guitar a little bit. My dad plays a little, but like so many other kids that were in grade school in, like 77, 78, man, me and my friends, we all discovered this core of bands at the same time. And to start out, it was Leonard Skinner, it was Kiss. We loved Rush right from the beginning, although we felt like Rush was way too complicated. We couldn't sit down, we couldn't figure that stuff out, but we loved them. And then very shortly after that, I got into Aerosmith and Zeppelin, Thin Lizzy in the late 70s. And, man, then when Van Halen hit the scene, that was a total game changer for me on a personal level, because the energy of the show changed my life. I saw them when I was in high school, but of course Eddie's guitar playing was no one had ever heard or seen anything like that, and I wanted to try to soak up as much of that as I could. And I never really learned to play like Edward, but man, no one listened to more Van Halen than yours truly. I promise you that. There were guys that could sit down and figure out some of that stuff, but I just love the music and the songs and the harmony vocals and all that stuff, man. Van Halen had everything. So that was really big for me starting out. And then I got into the blues, man. Jimmy Page kind of started me in that direction. Yeah. Stevie Ray was massive, a real game changer for me, because, after Eddie Van Halen arrived, Terry, as you know, the playing got faster and more technical, as far as other players and other guys trying to imitate Eddie. And I remember, man, there was this moment when almost at the same time, like maybe even the same month, it's like Yngwie Malmsteen hit the scene and Stevie Ray Vaughan hit the scene at the same time. Yeah. And I felt like it was a crossroads for me. It's like, well, I'm either going to go one path or the other. You can't be devoted to both of those types of playing. So there was no question, man, that it was fortuitous for me, not just as a guitar player, but later even as a songwriter, that Stevie Ray became a real beacon of light for me. Gary Moore later, and Billy Gibbons, ZZ Top, all that stuff. So that's always been underneath there. Listen, Angus Young is one of the greatest blues guitar players of all time. So I just feel like my influences have just been superb, and I wouldn't change a thing. I don't feel like I missed out on anything. I might have started songwriting a little sooner, but that's okay, man. I got there eventually. And, but yeah, those are the guitar guys that really got it going for me.
Yeah, we're about the same age, so I came up on all the same people too.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, man. And there were other bands. Listen, I loved Bad Company.
Oh, sure.
I loved Free. I loved Bachman Turner Overdrive. I loved Pat Travers. The list goes on and on.
Oh yeah.
Tip of the hat too, man. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It's wild. As much as I was so into all of these really hot shot guitar players, there was something about Tom Petty's music when he hit the scene with that first record. And I remember hearing Breakdown on the radio.
Yeah.
Something about the sound of his voice. I could almost tell instinctively that he was from the South. I didn't know he was from Florida originally, but there was something Southern about him that really spoke to me as well. So I think Tom gets a lot of credit for kind of getting me thinking about songwriting
sure.
beyond just guitar playing.